Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rise podcast. Today, I have an esteemed guest of mine who is very closely associated with the guest list of speakers at Rise, Aarvika Gupta. She is the oldest sibling in the family, Aarvika Gupta. Now, Aarvika is not only just an actress, she is an amazing scriptwriter and a yoga practitioner, and also the co-founder of her spiritual platform called Anand Urja Safar, which is promoting yoga and spiritual retreats all around the world. Thank you for coming to the podcast, Aarvika.
Thank you so much, Amit, to invite me here.
Now, Aarvika, you're the oldest sibling out of a trio of really creative individuals. Ayush Gupta, that the Rice audience is more than familiar with, they experienced his magic of Reiki and the fact that he's a celebrity tarot card reader. You've got Prajwal, who is also into the entertainment industry, writing some amazing comedy scripts. Now, yourself, being the oldest, you managed to balance both spirituality and an acting career successfully. What is the dynamic between the three of you all, and how do you all make this work?
So, the baseline, the root is that we are very supportive to each other. We always support each other. And to be spiritual, there's one thin line, what you can say, it's a baseline. You have to be very honest, and the intention behind your action should be right. So, one is a spiritual, other one is a creative person. So, the common thing is among us is honesty and the intention. So, that spirituality, I chose the path of spirituality, and at the same time I'm creative person also. So when I need Prajwal, okay, we are doing this, we are trying to write this, can you help me? So he gives his full energy. Okay, I'm there for you, whatever you want. In fact, in the midnight also, we are okay, please listen whatever I have written, just listen it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's good. When he says it's good, because he's very big critic. If he says fantastic, I thought, okay, then I'm talented.
Okay, good.
When he says, kya likha hai tumne? It's not good.
Yeah.
Then I have to work more on that. So we support like this to each other. And Ayush, I learned a lot from him. He's a younger brother, but at the age of 7, he started meditating. And he learned Reiki healing. But I mean, few years pehle, he was saying ki Didi, you should start meditating. I said, theek hai na, you're doing it. Just go ahead.
Do it for me also.
But he said, no, it will really work. It will help you. And then he was instructing me. Long time back, actually, he was instructing me, you have to do it. You have to start at least. I said, okay, just teach me how to do. And he started.
Okay.
And then I felt, okay, why Ayush is Ayush?
So, for the world, Ayush is known to be a renowned spiritual leader. He's helped a lot of people. He's also cured your mom's illness,
Yes.
which is a blessing. And funny thing is, a lot of people may not know this, but your family does believe in miracles.
Yeah.
And I think to be very spiritual, to be honest, is to believe in the facet of having miracles and living a miraculous life. Because life is miraculous,
Yes.
right?
We are breathing.
Correct.
It's a
It's
magic.
It's a miracle. It's a magic to be able to experience this thing we call life is magical. But unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of people don't think of it as magic. They think of it as a burden. Like, why do I have to live this life? God, why are you punishing me and all that stuff?
So much complain and
Right? But when it comes down to how you've lived your life, let's talk a bit about you having to follow your passion. Because obviously you are an engineer by profession, right? Certified yogi. But at the same time, you decided to break the patterns where no one in your family decided to follow an acting career, and you pursued that regardless of what people said, which is to follow your heart. Could you tell people a bit about how that changed your life?
so when I was in school or when I was kid, my mom used to tell me, okay, तुम्हें टीवी पे आना है. I want to see on a big screen.
I want to see you on a big screen, yes.
Yeah, so I thought, but how to go there? I don't know how to, reach there. She said, okay, one day you will find it, but I just want to see you there. And suddenly, not suddenly, but slowly, when I realized and I told my parents that I want to become an actor, they were like, they were shocked. My dad was shocked because he always wanted me to do PhD and become Dr. Aarvika, like that, and just to be settled in life like every parents. So I told that I want to be that, and my parents said, okay, if you want to do that, just follow it. We are with you. And I came to Mumbai and started working on my journey, but I didn't know anyone, not even ABCD about the Bollywood. Started from scratch with zero knowledge. And then when I came to Mumbai, I thought this is totally different world for me. I need to learn. At least I have to face the camera for the first time. During the audition, I faced the camera for the first time because before that I was doing theater.
Okay.
And while doing theater, it was like just to eye contact with the audience, well, full of confidence. But when you have to face the camera, it's again a challenging thing. So it was quite challenging for me to think that I can become an actor.
You discovered something new. It was going into the unknown,
Yeah,
which is not easy.
and it was like, am I doing right or wrong? But that time when I came to Mumbai, when I reached there, I thought, no, now I have to do it because I started, so I have to pursue it.
Yeah, you took that leap.
Yeah. And this decision to become an actor, it taught me mindfulness,
Okay, wow.
to be aware. Because when you are acting, your soul is not your soul, it's someone else's soul in your body.
You're embodying another, yes,
Yeah.
individual.
So it was like, okay, I have to be present, not for myself, but for that character which I'm living at that moment.
Correct.
So it taught me mindfulness, and it's the biggest thing I have ever felt. And then I thought, ki if I'm learning or feeling this for other character, why not for myself?
Wow, okay.
Just to be at present moment, because everything is temporary. I learned that अगर मुझे कोई चोट भी लगी है, it's not permanent. धीरे धीरे हील हो जाएगा, it will heal. तो वो सीखना, it's very big thing for me. कि ठीक है, अभी मैं गिर गई हूँ, अभी चीज़ें खराब हो गई हैं. Just take a chill pill, it will be fine.
Yes.
Maybe in half an hour, maybe in half year,
Yeah.
or maybe in 2 years. But relax.
It's temporary.
It's temporary. So I taught this from acting.
Wow, you learnt the pain is temporary from acting.
Yes.
This is just to show that how unique everyone's journey is. But we'll get more into the acting aspect of it because most people don't realize to be a good actor, you have to embody all emotions. And you can't be stuck in one emotion because you have to be open.
You have
The
to
spectrum.
change your emotions according to the scene.
Correct, and it's the spectrum of it. But let's talk a bit about you moving to Mumbai because you come from a town. Was it Jaipur you said or
Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh. But were you in Jaipur also before?
I was in Jaipur for my engineering.
Okay, for engineering.
Yeah.
But then moving from there to Mumbai, right? It's a very bold move, especially for a young girl that comes into a new place, not knowing anybody, venturing into that. But what was harder, bargaining with people about food prices or stepping onto your first set and facing the camera?
Both things was the challenging things because in Mumbai, I didn't know how to live there. It's a big city with so many people around you, but you know
No, nobody.
no one.
And you don't know who will take advantage.
Yeah. And how to talk, what to talk, I didn't know anything. So, of course, and the very big challenge was to find out a house for yourself in Mumbai. It was a challenge, first challenge, before acting. And as I told you when I went first time at a set for a TV show, I think my first TV show was Krishna Kanhaiya on Sub TV, Hindi TV show. So I was facing that camera for the first time, and I didn't know how to, how to deliver the dialogue because I was sitting in front of the camera. I thought, okay, साइड प्रोफाइल से बात करनी है या लेफ्ट प्रोफाइल से बात करनी है, कैरेक्टर को देखते हुए बात करनी है. It was like that. So my co-actress, she was explaining me everything.
Okay.
Because audition was quite different. It was just, okay, look at the camera and give your best. And when you are performing, then you have to be very careful. Where are you looking? Like that. So she was explaining me everything, and it was huge help for me.
Did you manifest that help? I'm sure that part of you must have
No, because
asked.
from inside I was, should I ask to director what he will think? She didn't know anything, and how she's
Judgment,
selected
yes,
here.
yes, I understand. Yeah, but think about this. I mean, all of the experiences that you had has made you into the successful person that you are. I mean, success is individualistic for people. You've achieved a lot of things in your career path, which we'll get into. But another aspect of a lot of times we want to ask for help, but we feel, what will people think? When actually asking for help is the most courageous thing we can do, because no one asks for it. Right? But then we learn over a period of time. I'm sure that if now someone was in your shoes back when you were there and they say, and you see them struggling, you can now think of your experience and probably want to help that person as well and guide them. Correct?
Yeah.
It's a one good deed serves another. That's brilliant. Amazing.
Because humanity is like to serve others.
That's why we're here.
Any which way.
Correct.
To help others. So if I am thinking, okay, how to ask for the help, it's like you said, it's a courageous thing.
Yes, definitely.
And if I'm helping someone or someone is helping me, it's again a very big thing. Because generally people don't want to invest their time for others.
A lot of people look at someone who has climbed that ladder of success and they feel, oh, they must have been given it on a platter. Now, you did come from a very, I would not say privileged, but I think you were a favorite in the family because you were a miracle, right? Which a lot of people don't know that, But anyways, you were born and then you were treated in a certain way where everything was given to you even before you asked, or you thought of it and you got it. From someone living that kind of a life to stepping into the unknown, which is a very big job as it is, right? You experienced some reality checks. You had no inside help from the industry. You must have faced a lot of challenges when dealing with certain people that were trying to take advantage. Let's move on to the next question based on that. In that state of adversity, you've held on to your self-worth in many instances in the face of life's challenges. Can you share a time when that inner conviction helped you to take a decision that completely shifted your path?
So, like I said, I was a very special child. Everyone was treated me like I'm a queen. And even I was thinking, only I am special, other one are like that only.
Yeah, no one else is, yes.
Yes. So my parents, my family, my neighbors, my relatives, even relatives, they also treated me like queen. So I was blessed in that sense. But when I moved out of my house, I left my comfort zone. I came to Mumbai, or even I can say when I left for college, it was like challenging for me. It was like I have to struggle for everything. I have to give my own efforts to get things. Because मुझे ये भी नहीं पता था कि भूख लगती है तो कैसा लगता है.
Wow.
Right? Because उसके पहले ही you are getting food.
Correct. When you're living in under the family.
But when you are in hostel or in, sharing PG, then you have to feel that, okay, अभी मुझे भूख लग रही है, but who will give me food?
Reality check.
Yeah. And you have to do everything by your own. So, after 1 year, when I spent 1 year in Mumbai, I realized whatever I am doing, it's not for me. I'm doing for others, I think. Like the way I'm wearing clothes, the way I'm putting makeup on my face, the way I'm styling my hairs, the way I'm walking, the way I'm sitting, what time they are calling me, I have to reach there by that time only. So it's not me. It's not Aarvika. It's that actor who wants to become something.
Correct.
So this is not my originality. This is not my authenticity. And I was missing that. So one day, and I was doing good. I was getting work. I was doing good earning also. But I was not satisfied. So I called my dad and I was like, मुझे एक्टर तो बनना है. I want to become that. बट इस तरीके से नहीं बनना मुझे. आई एम नॉट कम्फर्टेबल. सो दे वर लाइक यू वांटेड टाइम, यू वांटेड कि मुझे इतने साल दे दो, आई वांट टू डू दैट, नाउ डू इट. हु इज स्टॉपिंग यू? आई सेड आई थिंक आई एम माई सेल्फ स्टॉपिंग माई सेल्फ. ही वाज लाइक व्हाट यू वांट? आई सेड कैन आई गेट यू ऑल हियर? सो ही वाज लाइक ओके, आर यू श्योर यू वांट अस? मैंने कहा या आई वांट. Okay, we are coming. I said, for always? Yes, for always.
Wow, forever.
And
big step.
Because you want to become an actor, we are with you. Just do it. And it was like goosebumps आ रहे थे मुझे कि मेरी फैमिली इतनी सपोर्टिव कैसे हो सकती है. They are supportive, they were supportive, but it's like एक प्लांट को हम कहीं से उखाड़ के कहीं और लगाने की बात कर रहे हैं.
Everybody, that too.
Everyone, like my dad has his business, my mom, my brothers, their school, their college, everything. And they were ready to take that step. You want it, na? We'll do that.
Wow. But let's journey a little further back, because initially when you wanted to pursue acting, no one in the family had ever done that.
Yeah.
So you faced resistance on that front, correct? Can you share a bit about that? Because that's important. You know, the journey of Rise is to, from the head, move to the heart and follow your passion, regardless of what anyone says. Just a short summary of how that experience went. When everyone said no, how did you convince them? How did you convince yourself that this is still something you wanted to do?
So when I told my parents I want to become that, my mom was always ready.
Mothers are always ready. Good.
But my father was, acting, it's not a good career option. There's no stability. लोग अच्छी नज़र से नहीं देखते हैं. They are like, आज काम है कल नहीं है.
What does that have to do with acting though? People on any industry will look at someone from a good eye or a bad eye, right?
Yeah.
That's the dynamic we're trying to break, but please carry on.
So it was like that, and my parents was like my dad was कि I want you to do PhD, so finish that first.
Okay.
कि पापा मैं PhD करके क्या करूँगी when I want to do that, और फिर और कितने साल I study for PhD more 5 years and then कौन मुझे लीड रोल देगा, फिर तो मुझे भाभी वाले रोल्स मिलेंगे. सो इट वाज लाइक कि ठीक है, अभी वहाँ से फ़ोन आ रहा है, रिलेटिव्स बोल रहे हैं क्या करना चाह रही है ये वो. मैंने उस वक्त आई एक्सप्लेन्ड माई डैड दैट आई लीस्ट बॉदर अबाउट सोसाइटी, आई लीस्ट बॉदर अबाउट एनी वन, ओनली यू एंड मम्मी. If you both are saying do that, then I will do that. If you both are saying no, then it means no, I will not do that. But नाना क्या बोलेंगे, नानी क्या बोलेगी, बुआ क्या बोलेंगे, फूफा जी क्या बोलेंगे, it's not like that for me. Okay, do that. From my side, do that.
Wow, so you actually broke it down for them that, listen, I don't look at anyone else apart from you two. You gave them that power. Only to receive it back. That's nice.
Because I didn't want to do job. I said, क्या मेरे relatives will pay me every month salary if I'm not doing job? They will pay me? Nobody will come and pay you anything. Only words, they can throw words on you. That's it.
Exactly, but when it comes down to judging, then they all have their opinions on saying,
even,
what is he doing?
Even as an actor, when you don't have work every day, it's like you have to wait. Maybe 2-3 months, maybe years, maybe like that. So relatives were like, क्या कर रही है आजकल, कैसा चल रहा है, क्या? There's no answer. As an actor, you don't have answer. As a creative people, you don't have answer.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone, even you are painter, art director, producer, whatever you are, you cannot answer कि क्या चल रहा है, because कुछ ना कुछ तो चल रहा होता है, but time will tell कि क्या चल रहा है.
Correct.
Even when we sign a film or any project, that time also you cannot say कि it will release or not, right? There's
Of
no
course,
surety.
there is no guarantee of anything in what we do. The challenge is a lot of people then settle for second best. Like there must have been a version of Aarvika that is probably living on one timeline that followed what their parents said to her and decided to pursue engineering and wasn't satisfied. But you broke that timeline because multiverse does exist. There is different versions of us living in different timelines. But the timeline that you broke, a lot of people don't realize that you broke a generational thought pattern.
Right, yeah.
Like also well known as a generational curse. So being a trailblazer in that aspect of carving your own path, being a woman, a young girl, moving to a different city, finding her own way, not only finding her own way, getting her family to Mumbai, which a lot of people, you told me about this yesterday, that your mom has actually been throwing visions for y'all when y'all were kids, like when she said that she would like to see you on the big screen and you made it possible. At one point she told you, I want to live in Mumbai.
Yeah.
And then y'all forgot about it in the conscious memory, but subconsciously you made it happen. So it was actually, who is the manifester, your mother or you? She's been, and it's funny.
I'm a part of my mom.
Nice. Because I love that you said that, because a lot of people, they divide themselves from their family. They say, oh, I made it on my own. Now, unfortunately, fortunately, sometimes the universe tests us most when we want it really bad. And it will not give it to us unless we say, this is it. I am taking that step. I am going ahead without any sign of hope. I'm trusting in the universe, trusting in myself to take that step.
Because, see, you are surrounded with so many people, so many energies. So for me, everything starts with God and ends with God. My upbringing is like that only. And for me, my family support is 100% important for me. If they are not supporting me, I will not take any step which they don't agree. Maybe I have to convince them, or maybe they will understand. But most of the time they understand. I don't need to convince them, okay, aisa hoga, vaisa hoga. They are so understanding कि ठीक है, there's one life, do whatever you want. If you will fail or succeed, it's up to the time. And I was saying कि when they shifted to Mumbai, from that time I started becoming myself.
Even more, of course, that support system was there.
Yeah. I thought, okay, now I have a house, I have my mom, dad, I have my family. Now I can become who I am. अभी दूसरों के लिए कुछ भी नहीं करना.
That's great when you say that, but unfortunately, a lot of people, women especially, they are not even able to be themselves with their own parents because they feel like they won't understand them. Now, yes, you had a certain level of upbringing, but I'm not saying it wasn't always easy.
It's not easy to stay with your parents. It's again a tough job.
It's adjusting, right? It's adjusting to their pattern of thinking and then you bringing your own new way. And it's all about convincing. But unfortunately, a lot of people suppress. They're like, what if they don't understand me? But if they don't understand you and they don't support you in your dreams, then do they really love you? It becomes conditional for a lot of people, right? And unfortunately, that's where dreams come crashing down for a lot. And I mean, yes, you say what you say, but I think that you have a gift of persuasion is why you're able to do that, which a lot of people may not realize, that you do pursue people and you get them to get things done for you.
Because I always get good friends, less but good friends who understands me. I get good parents, good siblings. And I have
Which mall can we buy them at? No, it's honestly
Dubai Mall.
Dubai Mall. No, it's yes, you do, because you attract the people that you're vibing at. Your intentions are as such. There's purity. You want to achieve things in life, and I think universe has sort of given you that path of coming, in that way. That's interesting. Let's move on to the spiritual side of things, because of course that's how you've transitioned as well as a person. We had a conversation about how yoga has been a sacred part of your journey, but it's not just about asanas for you.
Yeah.
How has this deeper connection to yoga transformed the way you interact with the world and the roles you take on, both on and off screen?
So actually, when I got to know about workout during college, because before that I was not doing any physical activity. और कोई बोलता भी नहीं है कि you have to do workout. It's very important. कोई नहीं बोलेगा. So when I joined gym, I thought, wow, it's a magical thing. And every day, like trainer was saying me, why you are coming 7 days? Come at least only 5 days, na? Take rest also.
Yeah.
I said, no, I feel so good, so positive, so vibrant here. So that workout, it's not about only your body, to shape your body or to look fit. It's about those 2 hours when you are working out. It's about your mental health also. You're not thinking anything else. You're just being with you. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बचपन से ही, चाइल्डहुड से ही सबको वर्कआउट के लिए एक अवेयरनेस होना चाहिए. लेकिन पढ़ाई करो पढ़ाई करो पढ़ाई करो, व्हाट पढ़ाई करो, वर्कआउट करो, खेलो. दीज थिंग्स ना, इट विल स्ट्रॉन्ग योर मेंटल हेल्थ.
Correct.
And then when I introduced with gym, after that I did Malkham, एक पोल के ऊपर when we do
Oh, okay.
yoga or
Okay.
different physical activities.
Okay.
So I did that also. Then I did Kalari, a warrior thing. Kerala, like India में Kerala में होता है ये. It's a very ancient practice. And then when I used to do yoga, it was just an exercise for me initially. ठीक है, mat लो, start doing postures, start doing asanas. But when I did my teacher's training program, I finished teacher's training. That time when I was learning deeply, then I realized it's not just asana, it's not just exercise. It's more deeper than this. So there's 8 limbs of अष्टांग योग के 8 limbs है, 8 steps है, which you have to follow in your life. इसका religion से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, इसका किसी चीज़ से कुछ लेना देना है. It's just individual thought process. And if you follow it ना, if everyone will follow it ना, world war भी नहीं होंगे.
Correct.
What was that? First one is ethical discipline. एथिकल डिसिप्लिन में क्या आता है? नॉन वायलेंस, ट्रूथफुल रहो, नीडी मत बनो, लालच मत करो.
No greed, of course.
No
yes.
greed. But you have to know what is your truth. If you are thinking, this studio is mine, but it's not yours, but still you are thinking, this is mine, one day I will snatch or whatever. This is not your truth. Just accept it. This is not yours. One day you can buy it or that way. But nobody knows it. They're just living in illusion. Okay. And non-violence, ahimsa जिसको बोलते हैं. Don't harm anyone. So in this first ethical discipline, if you follow this, you will clean your environment, your surrounding, and become peaceful, at least with your society, with your surrounding, with your people, if you're following these things. चोरी मत करो. It's just a line कि चोरी मत करो.
Don't steal, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to know what is mine, what is not mine.
Correct.
Feelings चुरा लेते हैं लोग, heart चुरा लेते हैं लोग, ideas चुरा लेते हैं लोग.
Correct.
And they don't even realize.
I think there's a thin line. Although, I mean, you can give credit because a lot of people in the motivational, inspirational community also, they talk about the same things. It's not like someone is coming with something brilliantly new. Unless you're crazy, and there's a thin line between brilliance and being crazy, and you have to walk that thin line. But when you give credit to that person for the work that they have done and then you've built on it, I think that sort of allows you to say that, okay, fine, yes, I'm doing this, but I have had inspirations from many people.
Right.
Right? So you give credit.
To give credit, it enhances your personality also.
Of course. A lot of people are like, oh, if I don't say, then I'm a bigger person. Oh, look at that spiritually. Look at that spiritually. I'm bigger than all. But unfortunately, in a process of awakening, you're quite wise and you've experienced levels of awakening. Maybe you were born with a level of awareness as well. How do you manage to stay humble in the path you're on? Because being a celebrity on screen, you have to have a little bit of an attitude, a flair about yourself. But for you, deep down, Aarvika,
because I am trying to follow 8 limbs of yoga,
All the
Ashtanga
eight.
yoga, what we are talking about. It's not like that I'm the best or I'm perfect. It's just I'm learning how to be humble, how to be gentle, how to be simple. I'm learning. Because as I spoke about ethical discipline, the second one is self-discipline. Self-discipline is like what time you are getting up. What are you doing after that? Are you cleaning your body? Are you cleaning yourself? Are you reading something interesting, something good, knowledgeable things? Are you doing that for yourself? If not, if you're not feeding yourself with good knowledge, good food, you're not cleaning yourself, your mind, body, and soul. You're not detoxing yourself, then again, that self-discipline, if self-discipline is zero, then you will not be able to do meditation. Because you have so much kachra, garbage in your mind, smelling bad, those things. You will not attract whatever you want to attract.
Vibes. Yes.
And then third one is yoga, asan. Yoga, asan,
The practice.
postures.
The postures,
जिसको
yes.
हम बोलते हैं आजकल सब लोग योगा कर रहे हैं. The third step is like yoga,
Yeah.
yogasan. In this particular step, you have to just strong your body, muscles, flexibility, mobility. You are working on that by doing asanas, just to strong your body. And then fourth one is pranayam, breathing techniques. If you are aware how to breathe in and how to breathe out, it's very important, because in this way you're detoxing your mind. With each breath, while you inhale or while you exhale, you are just detoxing.
I know it's conscious breathing, right? Which a lot of people don't do.
Don't even realize
We
you are
only
breathing or not.
We breathe half.
हाँ.
We breathe to survive.
यहाँ तक जाता है, वापस आ जाता है.
Correct.
Not through your lungs.
Actually, the diaphragm, which is like the stomach, when we're sleeping, we breathe a certain way. We're supposed to be breathing that throughout. But unfortunately, a lot of us, based on the moment we get up, we have a phone in our hand. That's the practice that's become. Everything we do, we're constantly surrounded by distractions that we forget to breathe. But what most people don't realize is that when you focus and bring your awareness to the breathing, you can't think about anything else.
Right.
Even the negative things that have happened, you focus on your breathing for 5 minutes a day, you forget about the bad things that have happened. You're like, okay.
That will be possible when you are living at present moment.
Correct.
Otherwise, मैं अभी यहाँ बैठे हूँ, I'm thinking about my future or maybe about my past.
Correct.
Not what I'm doing right now.
Very true. And that's a lot of people. Anxiety.
Because right now I'm breathing and I'm not thinking about that.
And that's how it should be. I also have a very similar way of looking at life. If your attention is always on your breathing, then you're actually channeling. Because I have an anxiety attachment style, which I was born with, which means that I'm an overthinker by birth. But the only way for me to be present, and the practice of being present, is what has helped me to evolve on a spiritual front. For people to also know that when we have to really take importance of this breath that we have, it's a gift. It starts from showing gratitude to the one thing that has been given to us to survive.
Without that, you cannot be alive. So
Correct.
it's the most precious, most magical thing you have.
Correct. But a lot of people just use it to survive. Okay, I'm done.
They cannot live with oxygen cylinder.
Yes, true.
And the next one is that what we call it, yam niyam, asanas, pranayam, and then pratyahar.
Okay.
What is that? You have five senses: eyes, nose, ear, mouth, skin, and you're attracting everything through those gates only. Bad or good, you're attracting. कुछ process होता है अंदर, and you make your thoughts. But what if you close all the doors? External कुछ अंदर आने ही नहीं देना है. Right? And just start focusing inside. Close all external doors, all five senses. Don't focus outside world. Just look inside.
Look within.
Yeah. And the next one is dharana, concentration. Dharana means when you are looking inside, inner soul, just stay there. Concentration ke saath, just stay there. And then next one is meditation, dhyan, seventh one. When you are following these 6 steps, then seventh will be very easy.
It's a step, right? Step by step. This is what it is, Unfortunately, yoga has taken anything spiritual activity has taken a very commercial outlook. There's wine yoga, dance yoga, this yoga, that yoga now. When the actual true essence of yoga is to connect with your highest being, with all alignment.
Because 8th one is samadhi. When you follow these 7, after meditation, you will easily connect with that energy.
Samadhi. That's outside of the matrix.
Last step. After
Correct.
that, you don't want anything. Just a connection between
You and source.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. You co-founded Anand Urja Safar. Let's talk a little bit about that because its purpose is to guide people towards healing and balance. What has been the most surprisingly transformative experience, not only for the people that you've helped, but for yourself in the process?
Because I personally think people want to talk about themselves. People want to express themselves. People want to cry. They want someone in their life, maybe stranger or maybe someone close. They want to share everything. And currently, this is missing. We cannot share everything with the parents. We cannot share everything with siblings or friends. There's some barriers. We are finding someone who can listen our tragedy or whatever story you have. When we organize these kind of retreats, 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever number of people they come, and they are totally fresh. They don't know each other. And everyone are seeking the same thing. They want to experience that spiritual journey, and they become friends.
Soul friends.
Soul friends.
Yes.
Because we can say spiritual brothers or sisters.
Yes.
Spiritual family.
Yes.
And they feel free to express themselves. During the meditation or during the yogasana, during the healing session, during journaling or whatever, they just feel free to do that. And at that time, they cry.
They release.
जो suppressed उनका जो suppressed feeling है वो open up हो जाता है and they cry a lot, and after that सारे blockages खत्म होने के बाद they feel relaxed. And this relaxation is the main result which we want to give everyone.
So important to cry and release. As a child, it's actually quite natural to go through that phase. But as we grow older, there is a lot of societal pressures put onto us that show that crying is a weakness, being vulnerable is a weakness, asking for help is a weakness. It's like the society has transformed us from a human being into a post-trauma logic living creatures. And then the purpose of anyone that is spiritually enlightened is to get people back to that innocence. And just imagine it takes years of that gunk to come and cover. and then you have to sort of clear that out. Transformation isn't magical. I mean, it does feel magical, but it's basically you're bringing people back to their own childhood innocence before the world got their hands on them.
Because I think भगवान ने हमें ह्यूमन ही पैदा किया है, बट ह्यूमन धीरे धीरे रोबोट्स बनते जा रहे हैं.
Correct.
Because that vulnerability is like, if you're losing that, you are not a human. That is your authenticity,
Yes. That's how
originality. If you're losing that, you are like a robot only.
You're right. How do you form genuine connections if I'm not able to be vulnerable with anybody? I'm just
Maybe
living on surface level.
Yeah, maybe you're fake or you are just pretending whatever you are.
True, of course, but then a lot of people live their life like that, maintaining appearances. At least it looks good for the world to see. They don't realize that maybe they're not even talking to each other.
But they will realize someday.
Eventually, yes, when they say enough.
Because whatever they are thinking, okay, we are at highest joy level. But that is not the highest joy level. If you are earning a lot and if you are able to spend a lot, still you will not get that highest joy.
It's so
And
well said.
you know that.
Yes, but we just want to see
You
it.
just don't want to accept it.
Correct. And this is another important facet of becoming spiritually aware: acceptance and allowing.
Yeah.
Acceptance of, okay, this is me currently. Okay, and now I can judge myself or I can do something about it. But a lot of people, again, because of distractions and all this commotion around us, there was a news not too long ago that people were scared that AI will take over the world. For anyone who is spiritual, I don't think they're worried about this because AI cannot be spiritually aware. It's a computer, it's missing the essence of the soul. So thank you for the work that you do because, not just by doing what you do with your retreats, with your acting career, it's also you embodying very much of who you say you are, which has a very strong vibration. And I know we're all learning. There'll be different cycles and learnings in life and we get to the next level. I personally am still always learning. I will always be a student of life. And let's get into a bit of that journey of Rise, okay? Because I explained the event to you. I wish you were there and you got to attend, but I'm sure that the next edition, there is going to be elements of that because the purpose of Rise is to show people that regardless of which industry they're in, what creative pursuit they're following, it will fit them. It's for everybody to embody. It's for everyone to find that part of themselves that somewhere down the line was lost due to society, due to fear. And, the resilience that you've shown, you make it look easy. But for a lot of people on the outside, I don't think it's that. The journey of Rise is about self-love. You embody self-love is where it all starts. If something is not satisfying you, you don't want to do it. Yeah. So you embody it, right? But for a lot of people, it's like selfish because they don't understand self-love. So according to you, what is self-love?
For me, to be original, to know yourself, to accept the truth, to work on your truth, to become better every day, it's self-love. Whatever you have, just be grateful for that. It's self-love. If you start complaining, if you start, I'm not getting these things, it's not self-love. Just accept whatever you are and work on that.
Build from there.
Yeah.
Wow, so powerfully said. Very different to how I look at it as well, because generally for me also, I say there's two things you could do in life. Either be better or be bitter. So you choose which one you want to pick, right? And being bitter is basically, again, you want to do something, but you suppress. You're used to suppressing, and then you've so far suppressed it that you don't know how to fix it.
Because most of the time, I just want to do something for myself, but I'm not able to do that. So I want other one. I just want to destroy other one so that I feel good. That's not self-love.
No, that's arrogance.
Yeah.
That's trying to wield the
if
power.
you are thinking that you are loving yourself by this way, it's just self-hate. You're hating yourself. You are just spoiling yourself. So to know the truth, it's very important.
What if you are following your truth, but someone says you're fake? What would your response be to that?
So why you are trusting them? Trust yourself.
Good. We step into the unknown, but knowing ourselves actually makes it easy. I think very good, important aspect of self-love. If I were to ask you, Aarvika, just in one few words, if you could share with the audience how your journey from where you were to where you are now, what has helped you, what could possibly help them to make their dreams and their visions come possible?
So what I learned, it was like before I was thinking I want to become successful, I want to become this, I want to achieve this. But now when I started to be very simple, life became simple for me. Success and failure are equal for me now. No goals, no, I want to become actress or I want to become this and that. No dreams as of now. It made me more calmer. Just I surrender myself to the universe or energy or God. Just surrender yourself. And God has good, better plans for you. So I think surrender yourself, and there should be no difference between success and failure, happiness or sadness. Just be neutral.
Neutrality,
Yeah.
yes.
And to become something, become engineer, actor, politician, whatever, it's not your goal. इट्स जस्ट हम कहीं ट्रैवल करते हैं तो हम किसी होटल में रुक गए, एक्सपीरियंस किया, देन आगे बढ़ गए. इट्स लाइक दैट ओनली. एक टाइम था जब मुझे लगता था मैं एक्ट्रेस बन जाऊंगी, सुपरस्टार बन जाऊंगी, देन आई गेट एवरीथिंग. बट इट्स नॉट दैट. मैं अपने उस कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकली, देन आई फेल्ट देयर आर सो मैनी थिंग्स टू एक्सप्लोर. एक्सप्लोर योर सेल्फ. मे बी टू बिकम एन एक्ट्रेस देयर इज so many other possibilities also. Achieve that and try to get that highest joy, because I realized what is highest joy. It's not to become anything, it's just become simple, humble and gentle.
Which is you.
I'm just trying to do that.
I know what I meant to say is that is us, all of us. We're supposed to be that way.
Because to be simple, it's very tough.
In today's world, yes, of course. But thank you so much for sharing your story, Aarvika. I think it's going to inspire a lot of people. But just for the audience to know, we look at people that have achieved a lot of success thinking that they must be blessed. You know, they've been given a golden spoon and they've just got it easy. We don't know the struggles that everyone goes through. So it's really easy to judge people on their journey. But rather than judging people on their journey, let's sonder, because we don't know where someone has gone down their own path and what challenges they face. For all of us, we think, okay, for you all watching, you might be like, who is this person here? He's sitting in a podcast, he's sharing these stories, he's getting all these amazing guests to talk about their own stories. It's part of my purpose, my path, for us to be able to share together that you just have to be. And what being is get out of your head, follow your heart. That is what will help you explore your authenticity and your truth. Working on your truth is a very important thing that Aarvika shared. But over the next few episodes that come through, we're going to share a bit more about more and more people sharing their authentic truth. Because that's why you're here, to be your most authentic self, to find your purpose in life. Thank you so much, Aarvika. Thank you for watching. Have a
Thank
great
you
time.
everyone to watch me.
Cheers.
Thank you.